4 men who passed themselves off as police officers have been jailed for their roles in a courier fraud scam. Mohammed Maarjan, who's 23, Mohammed Rahman, who's 28, Shoriful Islam was 25, and Mohammed Hussain was 25, all from Islington, was sentenced at Bristol Crown Court. The gang claims to be police officers when cold calling people and urging them to withdraw large sums of cash. They then asked the victim to hand over the money to a police courier who was in reality another member of the gang. A number of these victims were aged in their 90s. The 4 men pleaded guilty to conspiracy to commit fraud by false representation at an earlier hearing. Rahman, Maarjan and Islam also admitted possessing criminal property. Bristol Crown Court heard the gang targeted dozens of vulnerable victims across the country, taking thousands of pounds from their bank accounts. Gloucestershire Constabulary began the investigation when staff at a bank called them over concerns an elderly customer wanted to withdraw thousands of pounds. It led police to the gang in London, where they were put under surveillance for 2 weeks before being arrested following a rooftop chase in Camden. Rahman was sentenced to 6 years in prison. Hussain received a prison term of 5 years and 4 months. Maarjan and Islam were both handed prison terms of 4 years and 8 months. 2 of the members of the gang, Kaswar Ahmad and Muhammed Ahmed, will be sentenced later in June. Judge Michael Cullman said aggravating factors in this case were that the men targeted mainly vulnerable, old victims whilst posing as police officers, taking their savings and doing so during a pandemic when the victims would have been particularly isolated, especially the disabled ones. Matt Phillips said this has had a huge impact on many victims who have not seen only huge financial loss but have been left with psychological damage, resulting in some being too scared to answer the phone or even leave their house. So guys, that's another new story coming. Let me know what you think. It's your boy GT. Keep it locked, keep it real.